Today I'm not talking to you from an Excel sheet. I'm speaking straight to your chest. How do you know what's enough? On paper, life always looks tidy. Income expense columns, interest rates, the little optimization tricks we like to brag about. But the thing that steals your sleep at night isn't APR. It's the feeling. A house, a promotion, a second car. After a point, more doesn't grow your safety. It grows the noise. Remember the old tale, Midas. He wished for the power to turn everything he touched into gold. At first it felt intoxicating. Fruit, gold, bread, gold, table, chair, gold. But it didn't take long to see the truth. The more the gold rose, the more life fell. When he reached out to eat, hunger stood at the door. His curse wasn't that gold arrived. It was that gold got in the way. Between the table and the appetite, between an embrace and the skin of the person you love. Now come with me to any American suburb. Names change, stories familiar. Erin and David. 40s, decent jobs, a reasonable house, small balances on a couple of cards, 2 aging cars, and a just-in-case credit line. Then the big ideas show up. Should we refinance? Pull some cash and expand the kitchen? Maybe turn the garage into an office? Haven't we earned it? Earned? Of course. We all want a little comfort, a little style, a little recognition. So the plan gets made. Papers are signed. The payment stays manageable on paper. In real life, every new touch paints things gold. But the life you hoped would feel lighter starts to feel heavier. Sunday night, you get that flutter in your gut. Monday's email, Thursday's meeting, Saturday's quick stop at the home store, and the cart somehow overflows. Then the magic sentence, "It'll be so beautiful when it's done." It does get done. It is beautiful. And somehow calm never shows. What shows up instead is a new baseline. Its name is normal. I have one word for that hum in your chest, the buzz. You heard me? The buzz. That tiny drone right by your ear, just a touch better, one more room, one more bonus. The buzz won't lift you off the couch, won't quiet your heart, and it often won't even lift your income. But it will slowly take something from the inside, like Midas's gold. While the shine grows, the appetite shrinks. So what do? We don't throw math away, but we don't hide behind it either. One night, Erin and David put the numbers aside and listened for signals. I call this the enough test, not advice. Instruments for grown-ups. Shelter ratio, not show ratio. If total housing, mortgage plus taxes plus insurance, is chewing past roughly a quarter of your net income, something else is paying the price. Sleep, patience, the softness in your home. Sunday night sleep. If Sunday nights are restless, the problem isn't the interest rate. Gravity has increased. Time, dividend. Does this choice give you hours back? If not, you're probably just spraying life with gold paint. Future. You check. When the kid moves out, the job shifts or health wobbles. Will you still say, "Glad we did that"? If the answer is a big "I don't know," then pausing is a form of courage. Erin and David didn't say, "Let's downsize." They said, "Let's right size." There's a difference. Downsize whispers loss. Right size lets you breathe. Saying goodbye to the third car didn't bring grief. It brought space. Canceling the storage unit didn't just cut cost. It made room for memories. And during their latest refi, the first option that didn't raise their lifestyle but lowered the payment felt like the first real win. What they pulled off the might need it someday shelf wasn't a tool. It was quiet. This is where myth returns. Midas found his cure in a river. He dipped his hands, his face, his hair, Gold washed off like glitter in the current. Erin and David's river was a blank notebook on a kitchen table one morning. On page 1 they wrote, "This week our home owes us time." Then came small things. A phone-free walk on Friday night. Not rushing to coffee on Sunday morning. At dinner, a 2-sentence check-in. What were we racing toward today? Did we actually need to race? Here's the secret. Saying enough doesn't make money fall from the sky. But it does this. It tears down the little idol you built out of money. The gold stays in the account, the drawer, maybe the garage, but it no longer stands between you and life. Money that doesn't wedge itself in the middle becomes money that serves. That's why the Midas story isn't for children. It's midlife truth. You can hear it in your tone with your partner, in your patience with your child, in the minute you choose to call your mother. That gentleness is worth as much as any invoice. One more secret. Enough isn't killing ambition. It's aiming ambition back at human things. It's not giving up working hard. It's rewriting what you're working for. Your career, your house, your car, your title. None of them are the villain. The villain is the quiet buzz, the one that makes you feel like a guest inside your own home. Where do I start, you ask? Start small. Empty one drawer. Gift your Sunday an intentional blank space. Sometimes saying not yet today becomes a giant. So glad we waited years from now. The walls of the house don't change, but the sound of the home does. As Erin and David told me about an ordinary morning in their kitchen, same coffee. But for the first time, it wasn't in a hurry. What did Midas keep in the end? Not the gold, not the coin in some dusty drawer. He kept a line. Gold is a curse when it gets in the way. Carry that in your pocket into salary talks, real estate listings, the choices you make for your kid. Sometimes it's just a look, a breath, a sip of coffee. But it changes direction. And our channel's story doesn't end here. Once you draw your enough line, the spark of innovation doesn't have to burn you anymore. Next episode, we turn to Prometheus, not only the man who stole fire, but the razor's edge between invention and belonging. Does the spark that made us have to leave us? How does the hand that builds still keep its home? Tonight, I just want one thing from you. How was your Sunday night sleep? If your answer is quieter, you slipped a small minted lesson into an invisible drawer. If it's still buzzing, that's okay. The river is always there. All it takes is one breath and your hands in the water.